Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Addie, and today we are renovating the Bro household, or the Bro households house. Yeah, something like that. This house was special. It it was a vibe. That's what it was. It was a vibe. And I didn't particularly like the vibe. So, like I didn't have a huge issue with like the floor plan in general. Um, but yeah. So we're working on the outside right now, and I actually quite like how the outside came out. It ends up being a little bit more eco inspired than the original build, which makes sense because we now have like eco lifestyle and like other things. So we end up having like a glass or grass roof and other stuff like that. Um, and then on the inside, it ends up being a little bit gray, if I remember correctly. Um, and it tends to like because I originally started doing it brown. And then I was like, this is a lot of brown. I don't know if I particularly like that. Um, so we end up changing it. And then I am currently figuring out the color scheme a little bit, although it's pretty much coming together. In this build, I used a lot of get together and then a lot of eco lifestyle. So if you don't have those packs, that's fine. You'll just have to probably replace a lot of the stuff in here. I did try to stick to mostly those two, but this is not at all a limited pack build, so we probably use a lot of packs. There's the eco lifestyle. This honestly is probably one of my favorite wood paneling kind of, it's not quite a panel though. But whatever it is, it's one of my favorites. And I don't like building on the island in Windenburg because the lighting on a lot of the lots is horrible. But we're here because this is where they live. And we've pretty much got the color scheme going. I'm gonna add in a couple, I'm gonna add in like, I think I changed the fence and then we add in some columns and I yeah, I really like how this turned out. I think that the window situation was really difficult because the like style that I was going for is a little bit more of um, the modern style from Get Together, but I didn't particularly like those windows. So for this build, in general, I typically do, but for this one, I didn't really. So I was trying to make these ones work, and then I was like, oh, well, if I'm gonna do these color of windows, I better change the wallpaper. And so it ends up being this weird orangey color for a lot of the like get together stuff. And then this was also a struggle. The door situation, I wanted the black frame with the warm orangey wood, but on a medium wall height. So we don't have that. So I ended up going with the medium height one over the short wall height one, even though that one was, and then I decided to maybe try a couple others and I didn't like any of the options. So we finally settled on this one from Cottage Living. And then we go around and I discover rediscover, I guess, these windows. And it's at that point that I'm like, okay, maybe these would work. So we get like some I go through and I pick out these little flower boxes. And I was trying to go for like a more masculine kind of vibe because these are like their household is literally called the Bros. Um, so I wanted to have like a very masculine styled house. Um, and then I really wanted that fireplace, but it doesn't line up with like the back. So of like the wall, like the wall doesn't, or the back of the fireplace doesn't line up with the wall. So we didn't go with that one in the end. And then I wanted some sort of like accent wall. And this is where a lot of the brown starts coming in because I was like, oh, it might be neat to have like a stone base with like a wood sort of vibe on the inside. And for some reason, I don't put lights on in until like significantly later. And then we paint a lot of the walls gray. Um, and then I redo the floor plan a little bit. Um, I don't get me wrong, I think it's nice, but I wanted to have it a little bit different. So we get another bathroom and then we just kind of move the walls a little bit between the bedrooms. And then we put a little patio outside and we'll come back to that after we figure out the floor plan and like layout and stuff and like the doors. Um, so we're getting those now. And then here are the lights. There we go. Now we can see finally. And this is the fireplace, although it changes colors quite a few times. So it's red right now, but then I think it changes back to gray, and then I think it changes to a different gray, and then it changes back to the first gray. Anyway, we're in the kitchen, and this little door I don't appreciate, but I think it's okay. And then we get a less orangey wood for the backsplash. That will be changing. I was really trying to limit the amount of packs just because it doesn't always work out that you have like every single pack in the entire game. So, oh God, I like choked on spit or something. So we're getting different tile. I think we end up going with the white tile, and then we get the, I don't remember what counters. I think, are they the vampire ones? No, I don't think they are. I think we end up going with just the base game ones. Oh, okay, I guess we are going with the vampire ones. Okay. Um, so we have the vampire counters, and thank God they actually have like an upper set too, and not just the lower ones. Unlike some packs. And then I realized that that like this is true for all of the refrigerators, but some of them more than others, where they've got like a giant gap in between the counters, and so you can't put them like in the middle if you don't want it to, if you want it to not look weird. And then the windows were a little bit difficult, but I think we end up going with some get together, or not get together, growing together windows. Although I don't think it's those ones. I think we get this one over here, and then I think we get the big, like massive one. Yeah, this one. Because if you look at it from the outside, well, if you look at it from the inside, it just has the short windows. So what I did was I lowered it so that you can't see the bottom, and then it just looks like it's got like a fancy trim on it. And then we hide that with the upper cabinets. So I thought that was really really good, because then it looks like the rest of the windows. I don't like when they do that, when they only have like a couple that match, and then you've got one that's like kind of weird. Anyway, we got the bar stools, and then this is gonna function kind of like the dining room. we get the like olive green and then I decide I don't like it, so we go with brown. You can see that there's a lot of brown currently. That does change a little bit. We do less brown. And then I think we keep both of those windows in the bathroom. Luckily, there's no one else around, so it's fine, but yeah. So the bedroom is very brown right now, and then we'll change it. Um, and this is the couch. This actually came from Cottage Living. And I'm trying to get more green in here because we got like a really green kitchen and then the rest of the house is like really brown. So I was trying to get some more green, but we don't have like the right green. I was looking for like a desaturated olive green, kind of like this one. Not quite like too saturated to be sage brown or sage green, but not saturated enough to be like olive. Yeah. And then we get these bookshelves, which I think are really cool. They're probably one of my favorite base game bookshelves, to be honest. Um, and then we have those in front of the window. They are also brown right now, at least. And then we have an archaeology table. I thought that maybe one of them could be into archaeology. And I think it's the guy that wears the pink outfit. Um, and like the pink top. Oh God, that's so here we are changing all of the colors. I don't know if I keep that sofa color, um, but we have that, and then we're getting a couple of like activities, although these actually move into the room that I just placed the archaeology table into. Or yeah. And then we've got a full bathroom, so shower tub combo, toilet, sink, the whole shebang. Don't know why I just said that. That's really cringy, but that's okay. Um, and then we do get a sink, obviously. And that I think I end up going with the growing together ones. Um, or one. And then we get just some little blue accents because I was trying to bring in a little bit more color. And I think that's pretty much it for the bathroom. Oh, we get a litter box because I gave them a cat. Um, because in my head, I feel like they would have a cat. So then this was originally going to be the study, right? And then I decided, because one of them, so I did update their traits a little bit because, okay, in my head, they're like engaged, right? Obviously, that's not the original storyline. In the original storyline, they're like begrudging roommates who have nothing in common. Um, but I kind of wanted to keep that and make it in the context of like they are together, like dating, engaged, whatever. I think I make them engaged because you can't make them like boyfriends in Cass. Um, so they're engaged, and then one of them is like ready to get married, ready to. I don't think they're like wanting to start a family, but definitely like um, like start a business together. They want to. I don't know what kind of business. Maybe it's some sort of like music business. Um, anyway, so they've got um it like in my head they're one of them, the like pink, the one that wears like the pink and blue shirt, really wants to start a business and stop partying, maybe like figure out some sort of like plan for the rest of their life. And the other one, he's the one that's like he's the one that has the like baggy, saggy pants that was in style like in 2014, 2015. Um, and he is the one that's like not ready to grow up. Um, and so you'll see in the bedroom, I think I end up changing the bed color. And then we're just rearranging the other room. And we have some bookshelves and stuff as well in here. But you'll see as I decorate the bedroom that there is a very different vibe for each side of the bed. So we've got this side that I'm decorating now, and it's very clean, it's very put together, very organized. And then on the other side, it's a little bit of it's a little bit messier. We've got the suitcases for the side table. We've got posters and just like things strewn about on the floor. We've got um like some unusable chairs and pillows for DJing. Is that a verb? I don't know if that's a verb. We've got posters all over that are like video games and bands and movies and a lot of pop culture things. We've got shoes everywhere. I wish we had shoes that weren't like nicely lined up next to each other, but that's okay. We've got some books and another suitcase. We've got wipes because why not? Just like everything that you could think of. I imagine those were like magazines, and then we've got stuff from high school still. I didn't imagine that these Sims went to college. I imagined that these Sims were more of like a start up your own sort of business Sims from like nothing. And then I imagine this was a briefcase. I know it's a lunchbox, but it's kind of big, so I imagined it was a briefcase. And then we're just decorating by the front door a little bit. We've got some shoes, and we'll get a coat rack, and then obviously um, the like fake briefcase lunchbox thing. We do get a TV, and then I thought about doing this, and then I realized I could literally just raise up a TV that needs a table and just set it on the ledge. So that's what I did. Um, we're getting a coffee table now, and I kind of struggled. It wasn't too bad. I think I keep that one, the glass one, because I felt like it was a little bit more clean and sophisticated, like what's his name? I'm not good at names, especially when I don't play with them. Um, so I originally was like, oh, maybe one of them was a scout thing, maybe one of them is into crafting, and then I was like, no, that doesn't really seem like their vibe. So we get a piano and a globe bar, kind of in the realm of entertaining, but not exactly um like not exactly like the vibes that are in the other room. Um, so it's like a little bit calmer, a little bit more grown up. We have a not usable karaoke machine because I felt like they would have at one point had a karaoke machine. Then we get a couple of plants to bring in some more color because the space needs it. And then we do get some curtains just to break up the back wall because I felt like it was kind of odd. And then we get a piece of artwork. We change that. We are getting rid of a lot of the brown, and then I do get rid of that blue. So now it's just like stone bricks. Um, and then yeah, so now we're in the kitchen and we're actually gonna like decorate it because I sort of half decorated it. I furnished it. I didn't decorate it. So that's what we're doing right now. We do have a couple of trash cans. I imagined that one of them was probably like a recycling bin. Um, my current apartment complex doesn't have a recycling, so not exactly great for them, but that's okay. And then I always put a cork board in the kitchen. I don't know why. I don't know where that started, but we have it. And then I thought that maybe the guy, the like guy with pink and blue shirt. Maybe he was like Jewish, and so he has a menorah on his desk. It's not for winter. I imagine he moves it into the living room for Hanukkah. But yeah, so he's got a menorah on his desk. And then we're just getting a couple of extra things for the kitchen and like the outside. I was really trying to find something to like add over here. Not necessarily in the bedroom, but like in the kitchen. I did find that clock though. It's from Vintage Glamour and it's actually like really cool. Not gonna lie. It's probably one of my favorite clocks in the game. And then we do have three dressers, which might seem a little excessive, but I imagined the one that was more of a, I don't know, that was more of like a, sorry, I banged my elbow on my desk, that was not ready to grow up. I imagined he had like a wardrobe kind of thing. And then he also had like a dresser with drawers. Um, so we have that, and then we're in the bathroom now. And the bathroom actually works out quite well. I was going to put this up there, and then I was like, that's a little bit weird. So I try a couple of other things, and then I think I just get a towel at the end. Oh no, I get these. That's actually kind of cool. Because then you can like hang up the towel. Um, and then this kept glitching where it wouldn't like go into the wall, which was really weird. So we just didn't get it. And then actually make that into the bathroom into the toilet so that you actually can have some privacy instead of having to like pee in front of the windows. And then we put another wall over on the other side to hide when you're showering. And then we get a couple of sinks and just some plants, like a plant and like a chair, I think, over here. And then that's it. Oh, and we need a toilet. um, Somehow I forgot that we needed a toilet until I was like, oh, we need a light. And then I saw that there wasn't a toilet. And I was like, oh, that's awkward. So we have that little seat. It's not functional because I didn't want your Sims like randomly going in there to eat dinner or whatever. So I made sure to put that in there so that it's not functional. If you want it to be functional, you always just flip it around. It's fine. And then I imagined they one of them was like kind of into old photographs. And then I considered a pride flag, and then I was like, I don't know. So I just sort of thought about it. I don't know if I end up leaving it there or not. Um, and then the other one has like some skateboards on the wall. I think that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I mean, cool is probably a strong word, but yeah. So then we've got like I don't know what I intended that to be, but I don't know. I thought it added something. And then we get some stairs down into the back, and we line this with a short fence that your Sims can walk over. And we just get some trees, and then I think we add like an outdoor kitchen and like entertaining space. Because again, I didn't think that they wouldn't entertain. I just thought that it would probably take like a different approach than the normal like DJing party till the sun comes up kind of thing. I imagined it would be more of like a casual dinner party or something. We are getting outdoor trash cans, and then we have a grill and the bar. I think I end up adding a table as well. And then we're just getting some bushes and like the landscaping finally. I do end up lining the back so that your Sims, your Sims can walk off of it, but it kind of looks a little bit nicer to me. And then we're getting a couple of solar panels, and I don't know if we get anything else. That might be it. Yeah, we're coming to the end of the video now, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you could like and subscribe, that would really mean a lot to me. And I will see all of you in the next video.